Welcome back, everybody. We are doing something kind of new today, aren't we?
Well, it's not completely new because we have sat in these chairs before.
That's true. That's true.
But it's sometimes the old things are the best things, and so we thought today that we would sit in the hall at Mapperton and just have a catch up.
It's like in conversation. Yes.
It's at home.
Right, so the same as American Viscountess, which is something that we're doing on my channel.
That was a good plug for your channel.
That's right. We have American Viscountess at home, and it's gone so well that we thought we would do a Mapperton Live at home and just do this sort of every once in a while, catching up on what's happening, and especially now that we've just opened back up to visitors.
Anyway, this is really good for us because, to be completely honest, things happen so fast here at Mapperton and our lives are pretty frantic that actually just being able to sit down with a cup of tea with my wife in a kind of calm, relaxed way, even if YouTube is watching, is a blessing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
let's do a check-in first. How are you feeling today?
Well, I'm feeling all right. I think there's so much going on when you open up your house and gardens every year. You know, we're closed for 4 months out of the year and then we reopen, and there's so much to do to get ready for that. And we've just opened the gardens and the house is any day now. We're opening up the house. So in this room, we will have 4 tours a day during the week. 5.
Actually, 3. We've changed it. We've made a few changes. There's quite a lot that is going on behind the scenes in order to get ready. You've met Mick Wilkes, who's our new general manager here at Mapperton. Mick has been given this challenge of getting our visitor numbers up to 20,000 a year. Normally we get about 13,000 to 15,000. If you are watching this from the UK, please come and visit and help Mick get to his 20,000 goal.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, one of the things that he's been doing, which we featured, is this play area. Because for Mick, bringing more people here is all about having more things for people to come and enjoy while they're here. He's already completely revamped the shop, and he's done it himself, you know, soaring away, building display cases, etc. And he's now using the same power tools to build stuff for the play area, which is beginning to take shape. You probably haven't seen it for a while, but we've got these frames in. There's a kind of lost village of Mapperton that is appearing. We're going to be putting ropes and swings.
It's brilliant, and he's been fantastic. We've already had a children's group come, and of course then what's also new for this year is yoga every Friday in the coach house. So he's been instrumental in, and I am teaching some of those classes as well. So pretty much every 3 to 4 Fridays, I have another teacher as well who comes in. I'm teaching the class as well. So there's lots of changes to get to that sort of number of 20,000 visitors.
So Julie doesn't keep still, of course. And I can tell that today, Julie has been having a slightly challenging time with one of her many projects. Mm-hmm. Is it okay for me to say that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I was just before we started filming, I had the most enormous.
She walked into the kitchen, blood streaming from her finger. I did offer to come and try and help, but she'd sort of fixed it already.
Well, I had 7 splinters in total, but 6 of them came out quite easily, and then it was just this really big one.
And why don't you tell us why you have a splinter in your finger?
We've just, as one of the videos that you've watched before, we called it sort of Keeper's Cottage Nightmare, and the renovation that we're doing here on the estate and one of the cottages, which will eventually be holiday let or vacation rental. In fact, we have bookings for it. So the pressure is on, and it's just not there yet.
It hasn't entirely gone to plan.
No.
And of course, for Julie, this is her first big project management responsibility at Mapperton, so she feels the weight of it all. But I'm really sympathetic because the issues that we've had are not your fault.
No.
And
it's frustrating.
It is very difficult getting construction completed in this country at the moment because we've lost so much of our labour force in the last couple of years, and Anyway, so
Yeah.
we will get there with Keeper's Cottage, but we are
Today,
still
today I
not
was,
there.
the reason, if you're wondering, like, why did you have splinters? Because there are beautiful timber floors, as many of you have seen in Keeper's Cottage, and we're painting them. I know it's quite controversial, but we're painting them black. In fact, the color is called Downing Street.
No,
yeah.
I can't bear it. Downing Street at Mapperton.
That
sounds like a disastrous idea.
That's the name of the paint, and it's lovely. Thank you to
Okay.
Mylands, who has gifted all the paint to Keeper's Cottage. But we were moving in some of the furniture, just bits of it, and because the wax seal hasn't been put on the floor yet,
Julie was redoing it herself.
yeah, well,
Cleaning,
I was cleaning,
scraping,
scraping.
and it is just incredible how you throw yourself into these projects here
Yeah.
at Mapperton,
Yeah.
and I'm so impressed. I did not know that I was marrying such a talented DIYer. You don't use that term in America, do you?
Yeah, we do, DIY.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks so much to Beaufort and Blake, who are sponsoring this week's episode. And if you do watch our videos all the time, you notice that we pretty much wear Beaufort and Blake in every single one of our episodes.
Beaufort
don't
and
we?
Blake.
Yep.
Beaufort and Blake.
There we go. So
Lovely,
I'm loving this new spring top. You've got a spring top on underneath here as well. And I just thought we'd do a little fashion show because I've got the whole,
Hang on 1 second. You are the runway expert. I mean, I don't know where you get this from, but in the last fashion show that we did, people were just writing in saying, Julie's done this before.
No.
Where does it come from?
Well, I don't know.
You're gonna have
Maybe because I just like the clothes so much. So we love Beaufort and Blake, and right now there is, over the Easter weekend, there is 30% off. The link is down below, so do check it out. But join me for a quick fashion show.
That's right. So it's an Easter treats weekend from Beaufort and Blake, 30% off over Easter weekend. So you want to get there and
Now.
take advantage
All right.
of the offer.
Okay, love this top right here and think it's very springy. So now I'm going to go show you a couple more. Be right back, everybody.
Do some twirls.
All right, spring collection, amazing. Check it out in the description down below. Oh, somebody's coming in. You're looking swanky.
I am not doing a twirl, but I do love this wonderful linen shirt.
I know, it's
and I
amazing.
love the length of these shirts. So they make great presents for husbands as well.
Come on, let's do a
Okay.
twirl.
No,
Should I
you're going
teach
to do
him?
the twirl. If you like Beaufort and Blake clothes, please do go to their website, take advantage of their special offer. It really helps our channel when you are able to support our sponsors. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. So speaking of DIY, then of course there's the Muniment room. And again, this goes back to over the past couple of years, we don't have as
Many people to
help. So which is fine because now I actually know how to paint sand
is
properly.
A
Yeah, I
master
actually am good
decorator.
at it.
If you wanna call Julie's Decorators Inc., she's setting up soon. She'll be available.
Yeah.
Do you travel to the States to?
Well, sure,
to
if
do
they
these
fly
things?
me over, I'd love
Yeah.
to. Yeah, absolutely. So Muniment Room has been, what's happened is that these two projects have kind of collided. Keeper's Cottage has taken way too long for various reasons, and of course the leak that we had, or the problem with the chimney, awful. And that's collided with another project that was looking to be on time, but then of course we had a leak in the Muniment room and we discovered the 17th century window, which then had to be completely rebuilt, if you like, repaired, that 17th century window by Darren. So that all of a sudden these two projects are colliding with not very many people to help them. So I have obviously thrown myself into it, and I will be painting most of the Muniment room by myself. And
wow.
yeah.
Well, we got some good rollers and some
we bought
good
those
brushes
yesterday.
So, we've got the kit to do that.
So-
and I think that part of the problem again is that we've got the same team. There's not a huge number of people that can work on these things. And so is keepers the priority? Is the amusement room the priority? These are the things that Julie is juggling. Meanwhile, I've been wrestling with another restoration project. And
That's delayed.
Those, I don't know if you know which one I mean. We've got two restoration projects actually. One is the eagles, so both linked to wildlife, but our eagles are lead eagles, which, as you may know, collapsed in a storm last year, but we discovered that actually they were very rusted on the inside and needed to completely be taken apart, repaired, etc. And we've set up this amazing fundraising. The fundraising is at gofundme.com/Mapperton Eagles. And people have been so generous because this is the sort of repair. It's going to cost about £25,000 in total that there just simply isn't the budget for here at Mapperton with all the other things. So we're nearly at the point where we can get the first eagle fixed.
Yeah.
So if we can get to 10,000, I think we're at the point where
We're gonna
press the green button for the first eagle.
Yeah, but that's a project that is also, again, you think that you've sort of sussed it out, and the next thing you know, we had Darren up there looking at
the plinth and the pillars themselves.
Has to be rebuilt.
And it can't just be rebuilt with any old stone. We have to go to the famous Hamstone quarry and get the special stone to match what we've got there.
Yeah.
And actually, if you look at those piers, there's a lot of crumbling stone. And then the points where the gates are attached and the fence line is attached is all coming apart as well. So it all you think you've got one thing to fix, but then there's a kind of knock-on effect of everything else.
Yeah.
So that's restoration project A, and B is also about wildlife. So this is about nature restoration, and this is the Mapperton Wildlands project. Now, there's some amazing news here at Mapperton, which is that this project is about restoring nature, and what we're doing is handing back up to about 1,000 acres of the estate to nature so that we can start to support a complete recovery in terms of biodiversity, which is the variety of species, both plants and animal species, but also the abundance, trying to bring back more of each of the different species that we have. And in order to do that, we've already brought back beavers. We've got this wonderful pair of beavers, Woody and Twiggy, who mostly these days seem to remain in their enclosure. They did slightly go on the run and get the attention of the national news, but they are back. We've got the White Park cattle, but fantastically, this week I've been hearing that our wild ponies are about to arrive. We've got, I think, 3 or 4 mares, so female ponies, one of whom is pregnant
and will be hopefully, well, I won't film the birth of that, but we will be.
Might if we
if we can.
And then a stallion as well. So we might have even more wild foals next year, and they will be arriving in the next couple of weeks, of course.
But the heavily pregnant one, we should be able to get that on film.
Now, one of the questions is, why have we got ponies coming? We've got cattle. Cattle are grazing, so they're mostly munching the grass. But the ponies are going to do a very particular job, which is to browse, and that means that they're going to attack the scrub, they're going to attack the gorse, they're going to have a different kind of contribution to the landscape recovery. And then we've got the ones that I'm most excited about. We have the pigs arriving in April.
But they're not any old pigs.
Well, we're not. There is a reveal about the pigs, but I'm not going to do it now.
Oh, okay.
We're going to save that for a future episode.
But they're not like what we think of as sort of pigs in a pig farm.
Well, the clue is that they're Hollywood pigs. And that's as much as I'm going to say at the moment. Okay. But the pigs,
Hollywood.
The pigs. Okay. She doesn't even get it. The pigs have a very special job to do. They are going to rootle, and that means that with their snout, they're going to go into the ground and dig up and turn over a lot of the grassland that we've got, which is dominated by one or two species of ryegrass and clover, and open it up so that we can get other seeds to germinate, other plant species to compete. And that is one of the ways that you can help regenerate the land. So that project is all coming along nicely.
Yeah. Well, and we'll be obviously filming that these are, I almost feel as that all these projects, so the Eagles obviously was just out of the blue, but we've got the Eagles, Keeper's Cottage, Muniment Room. We haven't even touched on Chapel Room Bathroom, which we should definitely touch on. And then of course the restoration wildlife and Mapperton Wildlands. And I feel like they're all coming to a head.
Well, yeah, they are all coming to a head, but they are all under this kind of umbrella of restoration, whether it's land, whether it's wildlife, whether it's furniture, whether it's pictures, because you've been recently working on a picture restoration, whether it's the Muniment Room, Keeper's Cottage. Everything needs to regenerate, and it needs our help and support. And of course, the wonderful help and support that we get from all of our subscribers. If you are watching this video and you have not pressed the subscribe button, please do that, because it does help enormously with our channel.
It's free to subscribe, so please just hit the subscribe button, turn notifications on, and if you can bear it, watch the ads.
Now, last night I was a special guest on an amazing TV show. I mean, I've never been so honoured in my life as to receive an invitation to appear on the live of the Alberta project.
That's right.
And I was invited by Julie into the dining room as a guest.
That's right.
And people seemed pleased.
It was brilliant. No, so I'm working on my dissertation, my master's in country house studies, and I'm doing it on Luke's great-grandmother, the 9th Countess of Sandwich, who is an American like me and basically came over here just over 100 years ago. And it's been fantastic. We've set up an entire virtual volunteer program. We have 48 women in Canada, America, a couple in the UK, one even in Mexico, who will help transcribe the thousands of letters that Alberta left behind, and not just her letters that she received, but also letters that she retrieved back after various members of her family passed away, so that she could have. So we have this complete puzzle. I believe, I was told this the other day, it will probably be the largest collection of an American heiress ever found, because it's just been sitting here. And so that's why we're doing the renovation of the Muniment Room, so that I have a nice place to work and to archive. But it's a global, I like to call it really a global initiative. And I go live every Wednesday here at Mapperton right now in the dining room, because the Muniment Room is under construction, but dining room. And I just discuss bits that I find out about your grandmother, and I think...
Well, lots of our viewers will know this, because they are also tuning into your channel, because, you know, Julie's really the star here. But if you want to see that episode, please do head over to Julie's channel. There's a recording of the live last night. And I was fascinated to discover this connection with Oscar Wilde, who is an absolutely wonderful playwright, wit.
It's incredible, the connection, but we don't want to give it away, so watch that video.
There is a link to the Montague family. So so that was a great honour for me, but it's a great honour for both of us today to be here with all of you. Yeah,
so we just thought we would come on here and do something, like this every so often, just to sort of piece everything together, a lot of those videos that you do see week on and week out, so you understand kind of how it's all working together. And it's a lot, but...
And Julie, I've noticed one or two people have been saying, what about you and Luke heading off and doing some of those fun escapades that you've done before? Our croquet match, our picnic.
Well, the weather needs to get better.
Metal detecting.
The weather needs to get better.
Do you know
the weather needs to get
better. The wettest March. It might break all records for the wettest March. It's been miserable. But can we promise people that we're going to go off and,
we will.
Absolutely. And do some of those
things.
And
we're also going to be doing, just coming up, and I think we'll end it here, but one of the things we will be doing is, many of you know that we did discover Alberta's recipe book, over 100 years old, with about 150 glorious recipes, just incredible. And stay tuned, everybody, because we will be testing one of those recipes, but we're also going to be doing a ticketed event for a 3-course meal on YouTube Live. Don't want to give too much of that away, but
you're going to be cooking a recipe for me.
Yeah, I'm be cooking a recipe for you first, and then we'll be doing a ticketed event, which details coming soon about this 3-course meal.
Brilliant.
Quite exciting.
Anyway, thank you to all of you, to our viewers, to our subscribers, to our patrons. It's been wonderful sitting and talking and catching up with my wife.
That's right. I got to go, though.
We got to go. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.